Hello and welcome to the Metacall, episode 3 from 60cards.com. I'm Smitty, aka Jesse. So, you like how the aka is the Jesse part? Anyways, so this is a video of mono white control. I've been manning mono white control for quite some time now. I've even taken down a couple F&Ms with it, and it's only got better cards. I mean, we got Gideon now, which is just ridiculous. Among other things, and luckily we got Baneslayer back. So this deck is very much alive. I'm trying to think right now. It's very alive. One card I like to use right now that won't be in is Armorly Sphere. You'll see it in a bit. It's 2 colorless mana artifact, 2 colorless, and sack it to pull out 2 planes from your deck. But anyways, the point of it is so you don't miss a land drop. There were some mono white control lists in Portland, Oregon. Excuse me, that ramp and use kind of crappy cards to ramp you to 7 as fast as you can, just to recur a bunch of crappy cards. That's not really the way I take the deck. I mean, that deck was good, obviously, but I kind of play like a blue-white control, and all you need to do is hit like turn 8 pretty much. You rarely miss a land drop in this deck, and you just control it out, really. It's pretty awesome deck. There's a little room for improvement. There's some cards I use in here. I'll put up the most updated list, but that people aren't using. I mean, Emiria Angel, Admonition Angel, they're amazing. So anyways, I'll show you this game here. This is against Jund. I don't remember the situation. It's probably an 8-man because I usually only play fairly competitively when I'm testing a deck out. It's been a while since I tested this, so I was trying it out. This hand right here, by the way, I'll try to go a little slower for you guys, but this hand right here is not great. I didn't know what I was playing against, I don't believe. But this deck likes land, likes to be able to play it's powerhouse cards each turn. The only thing we wouldn't like this hand against is probably Red Deck Wins or maybe Conscription, a faster deck that can hit us hard quick. So anyways, it's a keep for me, not knowing what they are, because it's not a great hand. But anyways, playing against Jund, assuming so at this point. And get to some action here. So they're coming out slow. I started first, which is another reason I kept, because a turn ahead of them on lands. Still drawing more lands, but I'm safe. Now, Emiria Angel I don't drop turn 4, because she'll just get bolted, especially with this hand. If I had a Baneslayer next turn, maybe, I probably would actually play her, but I didn't, so I wait here. They're coming out slow anyways. I want to at least get the bird off of it, so I'm not, I'm ahead in cards. Card advantage. She's a house. You either have to pulse her or the bunch of birds you make. And so you're always getting something out of her, which is just is so good. And flying is so underrated. But the fetch lands, if you got it in play, use it as an instant. As you can see here, she'll get bolted or blightning. I wanted to keep land because you want to get to 7, so I ditched the day. But wait until they act on your fetch lands unless you need it. Let's see here. I'm lagging a little bit. Sorry about that. I think Fraps is slowing me down here. Alright, so she bolted, fetch land. See, I got 2 birds out of her, and they wasted a lightning bolt. And I got chump blockers or beaters or whatever I'm going to use them for. I can't get over how good Emiria Angel is. White is so good right now. A deck like this is viable. It's just awesome. As you can see, I got chump blockers. And I got the Emiria Sky Ruin. I didn't lay it now because I don't want it to die. If I had it in my opening hand, I'd probably just cast it. But no need. He could have a Ruin Blaster. So I'll lay it next turn. It wouldn't recur anyways. So nice little Baneslayer. Probably gets removed, but we're online next turn. So it really doesn't matter at this point. It's near impossible for Jun to win at this point. Although he comes close, because Jun's ridiculous like that. Uh, Day and Ku are so good in this deck, because even if you're wiping your own guys, which I don't have many creatures in here, but enough to where I'll always have something to recur. And I found that perfect little balance, I think, at this point. Rarely has it ever been online where I don't have anything to recur, and that's usually just if I'm playing against white and everything's exiled, but I like to day my own stuff and get it back, so. Armorly Sphere late game, it's actually decent. I'll show you the card here. It thins your deck out, and it gives you some landfall triggers. I use Admonition Angel and Emiria as far as landfall triggers. Both are just insanely unfair if they go untouched. And Admo beats a Baneslayer down, so. Here he gets in about as much damage as he could have done. And here's where I will not get back a Baneslayer, because if he had removal, he could swing in for lethal at this point, and we're just not going to play that game. So I have the landfalls. Miria comes out, because I know I can just chump Jund all day long. They've got nothing for flyers, and if they do, it gives me a turn to deal with it. So I just want chump blockers. I got a lucky top deck, and that's the thing. I usually top deck gas because I'm thinning the deck with those Armorly Spheres. It's just beautiful, man. This deck really works well. So, and I showed you this game. Of course, I won. I'm probably not gonna show a losing deck. It does lose, but this was a really typical game as far as how it can come out. So I just wanted to show like an average game for the mono white. I mean, it looks ridiculous, but this is just what it does. So, anyways, they're about done here. 1 second here, it's lagging some more. I think it switches video files because they get too big. So, at this point, nothing much they can do. Get rid of Baneslayer maybe, but I think this game's over at this point. Just jump it, O-ring that, and that's just game. Extra landfall trigger, he concedes, I'm sure. Or if he doesn't, he wants to, he draws. So, anyways, that's mono white control. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed this new episode of the Metacall, and please come back. Thank you very much.